In the heart of the Rogue Valley, RVTD connects us all, not just through miles traveled, but also through time. With renewable technologies and more convenient ways to get around, RVTD's building a future that keeps our region connected. Public transportation isn't just about getting from here to there. It's about the journey, past, present, and future. Rogue Valley Transportation District, celebrating 50 years of moving our community forward.
Don't miss the President's Day sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Super.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Hello and welcome to this live streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and brought to you by our sponsors who keep these live presentations possible. I'm Jeff Smith with Mikhail Weish behind the lens, coming to you live from Grants Pass High School here in Grants Pass, Oregon. Thanks for joining us tonight. Welcome to the Abbeys pregame show as we get set for this Southwest Conference matchup between the North Medford Black Tornado and the Grants Pass Lady Cavers. We welcome our home and visiting fans who are watching tonight's broadcast on TableRockSports.net. Joe Brett is the executive producer. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. And you can help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. And a big thank you to the over 4,000 fans who already have. So let's take a look at our two teams. Start with the North Medford Black Tornado. 13-2 in conference play. They are the first place team in the conference. Overall record of 18-4 and currently the fourth ranked team in the 6A. Most recent games for the Black Tornado: a sweep of a doubleheader with South Eugene, 15-5 and 11-1 were the scores. And before that, it was a 8-3 win against Sheldon. And that three-game winning streak followed a split in a doubleheader with Roseburg. Roseburg being the second-place team in the conference, currently sitting 2 games behind the Black Tornado. So North Medford can determine their own destiny in the conference as they have 3 conference games remaining, 2 with Willamette and this game tonight with Grants Pass. Lady Cavers sit in 4th at 8-7. They've got South Medford ahead of them in 3rd at 10-7. So a chance to catch the Panthers in the standings for the Lady Cavers. Most recent contest for Grants Pass was against the South Medford Panthers, and they were swept in a doubleheader, 3-5 and 4-5. So a couple of close games. Previous to that, it was a non-league win against Phoenix, right here at Grants Pass High School, an 8-2 victory. The Lady Cavers currently the 22nd ranked team, which should put them well within the playoff hunt, but they've still got a chance at an automatic bid as 3 teams transfer out of the Southwest Conference, and they still have a chance to catch third place South Medford in the standings. So we're looking to have a really good game here today. It's going to be home team going to be kind of the underdog, as again, it's the number 4 team, North Medford, coming to town to take on number 22, Grants Pass. Right across the way here, same 2 teams squaring off in baseball action, and sort of a similar situation, at least for the Cavers. They are in just a mess of teams that are all really close in the standings, trying to vie for that one of the top 3 slots, which gets you an automatic bid. And of course, most of those teams that are battling for those automatic bids will still get in on their ranking, but you don't want to be too far down relying on the rankings, because there are teams in conferences that are ranked lower that have not as good of a ranking, but they'll get an automatic bid in their conference and take away a spot from a higher ranked team. So you want to try and grab those automatic bids. So they're going to start their senior day activities here at Grants Pass. We're going to step aside for a bit, and we'll come back with more from Grants Pass High School right after this.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes.
Parents. Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Welcome back to Grants Pass High School and your Lithia Superstore Game of the Day. You're watching the Abby's pregame show. With locations to serve you throughout Southern Oregon, make Abby's Pizza your postgame stop. With a menu that covers all of your family favorites, Abby's is an Oregon postgame tradition since the 1970s. See you after the game at Abby's. So let's take a look at our starting lineups first. For the visiting North Medford Black Tornado, leading off and playing center field is Maylee Hamlin. Malia Taylor will bat second and play right field. Playing shortstop, batting third is Natalie Tiscala. Becca Tuivana will bat fourth and play third base. Callie Rains will be at first base, batting fifth. Batting sixth will be the DP, Julia Edwards. Batting seventh will be Sadie Hall. It will be the catcher, Kaylin Russell Tyler will bat 8th and play second base. And in center field, it'll be J.C. Russell Tyler in center field. And we'll step aside for the anthem and be back with more right after this.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can, as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning
Welcome back to Grants Pass High School and the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net. And we'll finish up our Abby's pregame show. We missed one name for North Medford before we went to the break for the anthem. Not in the batting order, but playing in the field as the pitcher is the flex Malia Baker. And so that rounds out the North Medford Black Tornado lineup. And let's look at the lineup for Grants Pass. Pitching and leading off will be Brooklyn Kuykendall. Batting second will be McKinley Meekum at second base. Madison Monahano will bat third and play shortstop. Taryn Mowry bats fourth and plays third base. The first baseman bats fifth, and that is Kailani Manuel. Batting sixth, Antonia McCall. Isabel Pogue bats seventh, and we will get the rest of those as we're ready to go here. First pitch time, 4:31, and it's an 0-1 count to Hamlin. Inside for a ball, 1-1. So your battery for the Cavers. As that one is lifted into foul territory, and the count goes to 1-2. So it's Kuykendall the pitcher, Morales the catcher. Manuel at first, Meekum at second, Monahano at short, Mowry at third. Pogue in left, Provolt in center, and Avalos Reyes is in right. And that pitch misses, and the count evens up at 2-2. Grounder to short. The backhand attempt is not there for Monahano. That'll be a single for Hamlin. So they get the leadoff hitter aboard here in the first. Maylee Hamlin, the runner at first. Malia Taylor, the hitter, takes ball one. In for a strike, and the count 1-1. That one lifted to right field, should be playable for Avalos Reyes. She makes the play, and there's one away. And the hitter will be Toscala.
Next up, number 2, Natalie Toscala.
One on and one out. Toscala the hitter. Natalie Toscala moves to the front of the box to face Kuykendall and takes a ball 1-0. Pitch is low. Runner goes. Here's a throw. Not in time. Over to second goes Hamlin. And a 2-0 count to Toscala. That one driven into the gap in right center field, all the way to the wall. Hamlin around third. She will score, and the Black Tornado take the lead 1-0 on the double from Toscala.
Next batter for the Tornado. Number 38, Becca Tuivana.
So 1-0 North Medford, and Tuivana will be the hitter. Becca Tuivana puts that into play off the glove of the third baseman, but they get the throw over in time as backing up was Monahano. So Mowry couldn't handle the hot shot down the line, but Monahano stayed with it, got the out, and there's 2 away. Over to third on the play goes Toscala, and Raines will be the hitter. Raines first pitch swinging. Monahano bobbles, throws, not in time. Run scores. It's 2-0.
Batting for the Tornado, number 8,
Julia Edwards will be the hitter as Raines gets on with the RBI single. And the first pitch, a strike to Julia Edwards. High and away, 1-1. Off-speed pitch, line drive right into the glove of Manuel. Side retire, but not before the Black Tornado jump out to a 2-0 lead. Grants Pass coming about in the bottom of the first. We'll do that right after this.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Welcome back to Grants Pass High School and your Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Let's take a look at that Grants Pass lineup. We didn't get quite through it the first time around. So it'll be Kuykendall leading off. Meekum will bat second. Montejano bats third. Mowry batting fourth. Batting fifth is Manuel. McCall bats sixth. Batting seventh is Pogue. Batting eighth, Provolt. And Morales bats ninth. Avalos Reyes not in the batting order, playing right field. And the defensive arrangement for the North Medford Black Tornado. Malia Baker, your pitcher. Hall, the catcher. Raines at first. Russell Tyler at second. Toscala at short. Tuivana at third. Hamlin in left. Russell Tyler in center. And Taylor in right field. So Kuykendall into the box to lead off here for the Cavers, already trailing 2-0, and that's a strike called. Here's the 0-1 from Baker, a bunt down the line. It's a beauty. That'll be an infield single for Kuykendall. Dropped it down perfectly. Caught Tuivana on her heels a little bit out down at third. And so the Cavers get the leadoff hitter aboard. And McKinley Meekum, the Caver second baseman, comes up. She immediately squares around, lays it down. The play will be to first. They get the out at first. All the way over to third goes Kuykendall as the ball was bobbled at first. And now one away, and Montejano will be the hitter. And an 0-1 count on the foul ball. So Kuykendall down at third, one out, and Montejano the hitter, and she'll take outside 1-1. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt, ball 2. Baker back to the rubber. Here's the 2-1. Popped up in foul territory. Taylor with the dive. Can't come up with it. Beautiful attempt. Out in right. In foul territory, but just popped out of the glove. And so now a 2-2 count to Madison Montejano. Chopper to third. They'll come home with it. Out at home is Kuykendall. Diving into second is Montejano, so now 2 away with a runner now at second, and Mowry will be the hitter.
Now batting for the Cavers, number 5, Taryn Mowry.
So Mowry steps in to face Baker. Montejano at second with 2 outs. Ground ball, base hit into left field. Montejano around third. Here comes the throw. Won't be in time, and the Cavers are on the board. It's 2-1. Down to second on the throw goes Mowry. RBI single, and Manuel coming to the plate.
Plate for the Cavers, number 13, Tylani Manuel.
Manuel steps in and takes high for a ball 1-0. Low for a ball, 2-0. Two-0 count to Manuel. McCall in the on-deck circle for the Lady Cavers. Strike on the outside corner, 2-1. That one driven into left field. Should be playable for Hamlin. She's under it and makes the play. Cavers get a run, leave a runner. After one complete, 2-1 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. North Medford out in front of the Lady Cavers, and we will be right back.
Enjoy Abby's Pizza at your place. Close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
This is Skinny, and he helped found Abby's 60 years ago. In honor of Skinny, we're putting his favorite pizza on sale.
Hall with the grounder to second. The throw in time from Meekum. And there's quickly one away as we start the top of the second. And this will be Kaylin Russell-Tyler, the hitter. Two to one on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Right back to Kuykendall. She'll make the play, and there's quickly two away here in the top of the second. So 2 pitches and 2 outs. And the number 9 hitter will be J.C. Russell-Tyler. Center fielder today for the Black Tornado. Takes a pitch up for ball 1. That misses for ball 2, 2-0. That's a strike, 2-1. Hamlin in the on-deck circle for the Black Tornado. Swing and a miss, it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fouled off, and it remains 2-2. Last home game of the year for Grants Pass. They will finish the regular season on the road. That one fouled and spoiled off out of play, and it remains 2-2. North Medford also has their home season done. Another comebacker, another out. Side retired, 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the second. And the Lady Cavers coming about in the bottom of the second when we come back.
Luxurious Karastan flooring. The flooring you need to live beautifully. It's time to enjoy savings with style during the National Karastan Month Journey into Savings event. Right now, save up to $2,000 and pay no interest for 12 full months with your qualifying purchase. Experience the luxury of Karastan exclusively at both Lippert's Carpet One locations, Medford and Grants Pass.
Don't miss the President's Day sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Powered by Road Credit Union. Cavers coming to bat here in the bottom of the second. McCall, Pogue, and Provolt scheduled to hit. And the first pitch from Baker is a ball, 1-0. 2-1 your score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. North Medford with 2 in the first. Grants Pass got 1 of their own in the first. And they bat here in the bottom of the second. 2-0. Here's the 2-0 to McCall, swing and a miss. Here's the 2-1 to third on the hop to Ivana, gets it across in time, and there's one away. And Pogue coming to the plate. Pogue getting the start in left field today. Comes up here with nobody on and 1 out. And that's a line drive. Good. Grab it. Shortstop by Tescala. That one ate her up. She stayed with it and made the play. 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And Provolt coming to the plate. Sabian Provolt, the center fielder for the Lady Cavers. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. Checks her swing and takes ball 1. Line driving to left field and right into the glove of Hamlin, who played it well out in left. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the inning. 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the inning. After 2 complete, it's 2-1 North Medford. We'll be right back. Top of the third, and the Black Tornado coming to bat. It'll be the top of the order. Hamlin, Taylor, and Tescala scheduled to hit. And the first pitch from Kuykendall is fouled off. And the count 0-1. Hamlin reaching on her first at bat. In fact, both of the leadoff hitters in the first inning reaching base. And Hamlin takes a strike as she runs up on that one and watches it go by. Inside for a ball, 1-2. Here's the 1-2 to Hamlin. Swing and a miss, down on strikes. First strikeout of the day for either pitcher. There's one away, and the hitter will be Taylor. Malia Taylor steps in. Hard hit ball into center field for a base hit. That will be backhanded in center field by Provolt. The throw not in time. A stand-up double for Taylor. And the hitter will be Tascala. She had a hit in her first at bat. Doubled one to the fence. Hits that well down the line and right. Ranging over of Avalos Reyes. Hauls it in. Over to third goes Taylor, but now 2 away.
Now batting, number 38, Becca Tuivanu.
They're going to appeal the tag up. And out is Taylor. Left the bag early, according to the umpiring crew. So the appeal pays off for Grants Pass. And they will come to bat in the bottom of the third. We'll step aside, come back with more right after this.
I got a good, good feeling. Good, good feeling. Good, good feeling. Good, good feeling. So come on and make my day.
Call Twin Creeks Retirement today for more information.
Come on and make my day.
Welcome back to Grants Pass High School and your Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Medford Parks and Recreation invites you to learn more about spring activities and recreation leagues available. Visit PlayMedford.com for the latest recreation guide. All the sports leagues, classes, and special events offer something for everyone in the family. Visit PlayMedford.com to learn more. 2-1 on the John L. Scott scoreboard as the Cavers come to bat here in the bottom of the third. Check out the new sports voice in Southern Oregon, the Ace Sports Radio, AM 1300, FM 107.9, and streaming live at the acesportsradio.com. And definitely check out our local show, Tee It Up Southern Oregon with Joe Brett from 1 to 3, Monday through Friday. The bunt down to Ivana. The throw in time as Raines was running to the bag. Or I'm sorry, not Raines, but Russell Tyler was running to the bag from her second base position. Got there just as the ball did and just ahead of Morales. And so there's one away, and we go to the top of the order, and Kuykendall hadn't even introduced Cadence Morales, and she is out on the bunt attempt. And the first pitch to Kuykendall is a ball in the dirt. And, of course, Kuykendall had the bunt single to get on base to start the bottom of the first for the Lady Cavers. Bats here with nobody on and one out. And tips that one. And the count 1-1. Baker looks in. Here's the 1-1. Low for a ball, 2-1. Meekum in the on-deck circle for the Lady Cavers. Kuykendall with the line drive, just foul. And the count evens at 2-2. So a loud strike there from Brooklyn. Kuykendall just got a little in front of that. Taylor guarding the line out there. So it would have made an interesting play at second potentially, but just wide of the line. And that's ball 3, full count. Here's the payoff. Low for a ball. A one-out base runner for the Lady Cavers.
Next up for the Cavers, number 1, McKinley Meekum.
McKinley Meekum will be the hitter. She had the sacrifice in her first at-bat, which eventually resulted in a run for the Cavers, their only run so far. And that's in for a strike. No, I take that back. That did not. That runner got erased. Kuykendall got to third, was out at home. But then a subsequent runner at second scored. They get the out at first there. A runner moves over to second, but now 2 away.
Now batting for the Cavers, number 14, Maddie Montejano.
So Montejano, the shortstop. First pitch swinging. That's in the hole. Base hit. Around third. Headed for home. Kuykendall ties the game at 2. RBI single for Madison Montejano. And Taryn Mowry will be the hitter. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Montejano, the runner at first with 2 outs. Mowry takes ball 2. Montejano, the throw behind her, not in time. Close play as she had taken a couple extra steps towards second when she thought that ball was going to get away from the catcher Hall and had to scamper back in. Two-0 count to Mowry. Takes outside, ball 3, 3-0. That's a strike, 3-1. So hitters count here. Mowry already with a hit. Line drive, RBI. That one's driven well. Center field, off the fence, over the head of Russell Tyler. Coming home to score, Montejano. Mowry turns the corner at second. She's gunned down at third, but they get the run and take the lead 3-2 on our John L. Scott scoreboard as we head to the 4th. We'll be right back.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Middle of the order coming up for the Black Tornado. Tuivana, Rains, and Edwards. And that's ball 1 to Becca Tuivana. waves at that one, and the count evens at 1-1. Spoils that one off. It's 1-2. Fouled off. It remains 1-2. Kuykendall looks in. Here's the 1-2 is low, and it's 2-2. Foul tipped, and it remains 2-2. That one gets away from the catcher on the third strike, and they'll get the put out. And there's one away.
Now batting number 10, Kaylee Raines.
And Raines will be the hitter. Raines with a hit already today. Takes a strike. That one misses, and it's 1-1. Infield single for Raines in her first at bat. Off speed pitch misses. 2-1. Edwards in the on-deck circle for the Black Tornado. And that one misses low. 3-1 to Raines. Wind starting to pick up a little here, blowing out to right center. And that one rifled into the Black Tornado dugout. And a full count, 3-2. Here's the payoff. Grounder back to the pitcher. Kuykendall throws over to Manuel, and there's two away here in the top of the fourth.
Next up for the Black Tornado, number 8, Julia Edwards.
So Julia Edwards comes to the plate, takes a strike. She lined out to first in her first at bat. And that's a strike, 0-2. Kuykendall with the 0-2, misses outside, 1-2. That one into shallow. Actually, that'll be at second. Didn't make it to the outfield. Catch made by Meekum. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the fourth. Lady Cavers coming to bat in the bottom of the frame when we come back.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Spring sports action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Jeep Dodge Chrysler, where you can find great deals on the lot or at lithiasuperstore.com, and by Rogue Credit Union with locations throughout Southern Oregon to serve you. Table Rock Sports is also able to bring you this sports coverage thanks to our great sponsors, including our longtime friends from Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less, and John L. Scott Real Estate, our scoreboard sponsor. 5-6-7 batters coming up for Grants Pass. Manuel, McCall, and Pogue scheduled to hit. As Baker's first pitch is a strike. And it's 0-2. Manuel with the fly out to left in her first at bat is down 0-2 here as Baker looks in. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss. Baker with the strikeout, and there's one away here in the bottom of the fourth.
At the plate for the Cavers, number 18, Antonio McCall.
First strikeout for Baker. And McCall waves at the first one for strike one. That one off the end of the bat goes out to second. Russell Tyler gets it to Raines, and there's two away. And Isabel Pogue will be the hitter, 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to shortstop in her first at bat. And she'll take a strike. So Baker looking like she's hitting her stride here in the fourth. Very efficient inning so far. Line drive right to Tescala. 3 up, 3 down for the Cavers. After four complete. 3-2, Grants Pass leads on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Medford Parks and Recreation invites you to learn about spring activities and recreation leagues available. Visit playmedford.com for the latest recreation guide. All the sports leagues, classes, and special events offer something for everyone in the family. Visit playmedford.com to learn more.
Sports are in trouble, and officials are in extreme demand.
So we're looking for people like you, former athletes,
parents, and community members.
What it takes is attention to detail,
a positive attitude, and respect for the game.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
Because the hard truth is,
no ref, no game. Play ball.
Bottom of the order. Coming up for the Black Tornado, Hall takes a strike. It'll be Hall, Russell Tyler, and Russell Tyler. Hall off the fist and out of play. And it's 0-2. Sadie Hall grounded out to second in her first at bat. Down 0-2 here. That one lined into the glove of Manuel, and there's one away.
batting for the Black Tornado, Kaylin Russell Tyler, number 23.
And it'll be Kaylin Russell Tyler, the hitter, also grounding out in her first at bat. And that's ball one, 1-0. Hard ground ball, backhanded by Meekum. The throw in time for the out. Head first slide from Russell Tyler, but she doesn't get there in time. And there's two away.
Now batting, number 1, JC Russell Tyler.
And J.C. Russell Tyler fouls off the first pitch from Kuykendall. And the count 0-1. Ground ball to second. Backhanded again by Meekum. The throw in time. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 5th. Lady Cavers coming to bat. In the bottom of the frame, they lead 3-2 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll be back with more right after this.
In the heart of the Rogue Valley, RVTD connects us all, not just through miles traveled, but also through time. With renewable technologies and more convenient ways to get around, RVTD's building a future that keeps our region connected. Public transportation isn't just about getting from here to there. It's about the journey, past, present, and future. Rogue Valley Transportation District, celebrating 50 years of moving our community forward.
Don't miss the President's Day sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Jump online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Sabian Provolt will lead off for the Lady Cavers here in the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Provolt, Morales, and Kuykendall scheduled to hit here in the 5th. And that's ball one to Provolt. Provolt with the fly out to left field in her first at bat. Pops this up. This could be playable. And Raines gets there to make the basket catch. And there's one away.
At the plate for the Cavers, number 8, Cadence Morales.
So Cadence Morales will step in, the Lady Caver catcher. And she takes a strike. Grounded out on a bunt attempt in her first at bat. Takes high for a ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 from Baker. Grounded to third, backhand knocked down by Tuivana. She'll pick it up and make the throw in time. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. And we go to the top of the order, and Kuykendall will be the hitter.
At the plate for the Cavers, number 7, Brooklyn Kuykendall.
Kuykendall with a hit and a walk. Takes outside for a ball, 1-0. That misses low, 2-0. Both those pitches right around the strike zone. 2-0, grounder off the glove of Baker, and they won't get it in time. A 2-out base runner here for the Cavers. So Kuykendall down at first, and McKinley Meekum with a pair of sacrifices so far, but she also had those two beautiful backhand plays in the top of the inning. Comes up here with 1 on and 2 out, and fouls off the first one. Here's the 0-1 to Meekum, low for a ball. 1-1. Grounder to short. To Scala. The throw is high over the glove of Raines. Over to third. Kuykendall. The throw to second. Not in time. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. So the air on to Scala keeps the inning going, and Maddie Monahano coming to the plate. And that's ball 1 to Montejano. Montejano 1 for 2 on the day. That one foul as she got out in front of it, and it's 1-1. Montejano wanting to keep this inning alive. Mowry in the on-deck circle. She's had the hot bat so far for the Cavers today. And that misses for a ball, 2-1. Montejano singling in her last at bat. 2-1 pitch is a strike, 2-2. Two on, 2 outs, 2-2 count. Ground ball to second. They'll get the out at first, and the side retired. Cavers leave a couple of runners after 5 complete. 3-2, Grants Pass on our John L. Scott scoreboard. We head to the 6th. Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Bros gives back to the communities they serve in support of kids and local efforts to help others. Dutch Bros. Table Rock Sports thanks Rory Wold, State Farm Insurance, and Lippert's Carpet One for supporting our live streams. And for over 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon. 3-2 score on our John L. Scott scoreboard. And the Black Tornado coming to bat. It'll be the top of the order. Hamlin, Taylor, and Toscala.
Leading off the top half of the 6th for the Black Tornado, Maylee Hamlin.
Across the way, they're in the bottom of the 4th. It's 1-0 North Medford. That game also available on TableRockSports.net. Hamlin runs up and slaps one into left field. That'll be a leadoff single. She turns the corner. They bobble it in left, and that's all that Hamlin needed. She heads over to second. And Malia Taylor. Line drive into left field. That's a base hit. Hamlin around third. The throw won't be in time. Throw to second. Out at second is Taylor, but the score now tied 3-3 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. So Natalie Toscala will be the hitter. She is 1 for 2 on the day. Comes up here, nobody on and 1 out, but a run in, and the score now tied 3-3. And that's a strike called. Toscala doubled in her first at bat. Takes a pitch just off the plate, and the count 1-1. And that's up high for ball 2. Breaking pitch in the dirt, and it's 3-1. Off the hands and out of play. And the count full, 3-2. And here's the payoff. Another breaking ball. That one is belted into left field. Around first, headed for second. And in safely at second is Toscala. And Tuivana will be the hitter.
At the plate for the Black Tornado, number 38, Becca Tuivana.
Walk, intentional. So they're going to intentionally walk Tuivana, set up the force. I believe that's what happened here. And we may be getting a courtesy runner.
Substitute at first base, number 15, Riley Small.
Yep. So they're going to replace Tuivana for I believe that's going to be Smalley, number 15, out at first base, replacing Tuivana. Rains the hitter. Rains 1 for 2 on the day. Ground ball to second. Could be 2 to second for 1. Double play. Meekum to Monahano to Manuel. Side retired. A run comes across, and we are tied 3-3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Cavers coming to bat when we come back.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Bottom of the sixth, Lady Cavers coming to bat, and a little correction, Tuscala stayed in the game, so that was a courtesy runner. We were listening for the exchange between the umpire and the scorekeeping squad, and we thought there was a substitution there, which would have been a pinch runner, but it was a courtesy runner, so Tuscala still down at third defensively, and Taryn Mowry takes the first pitch for ball one. It'll be Mowry, Manuel, and McCall scheduled to hit here in the bottom of the sixth. And that'll get out of play in the count 1-1. So Mowry 2 for 2 on the day, a single and a double, and that double was about 1.5 feet from being out of here as she hit it off the top of the wall. And it's 2-1. Two-one pitch, backhanded by Tuscala, throw across, beautiful play from the third baseman for the Black Tornado. And the leadoff hitter retired. There's one away, and Manuel will be the hitter. Kailani Manuel flied out and struck out. She's 0 for 2. 3-3 ball game on our John L. Scott scoreboard. We're in the bottom of the sixth. And that pitch is high and away for a ball. And the count evens at 1-1. Looking ahead to the seventh, Edwards, Hall, and Russell Tyler scheduled to hit in the top of the seventh when the Black Tornado come to bat. That one popped up on the infield. Russell Tyler under it and makes the play, and there's two away, and the hitter will be McCall. Antonia McCall with a couple of ground outs, 0 for 2. Comes up here, nobody on and 2 outs, and waves at the first one for strike one. Oh, and 2. Baker shakes off the first call from the dugout. Now she's ready to go. The 0-2 is low for a ball. 1-2. that's foul. And I apologize. I think I still I confuse things even more. It's Tuivana at third. I think I may have said Toscala. If I did, I apologize. Tuivana back at third. So it was just a courtesy runner. And if I said Toscala, my apologies. Of course, Toscala, the shortstop. Got lots of M's on the Grants Pass team and a few too many T's for me on the on the North Medford squad. So a 2-2 count here to McCall, fouls it off, and it remains 2-2. Check swing, and that is ball 3, full count. So McCall was down 0-2, battles back to a full count here. Trying to keep this inning alive for the Lady Cavers. And that's ball 4, a 2-out base runner for Grants Pass.
Now batting for the Gators, number 2, Isabel Pogue.
And Isabel Pogue will be the hitter, although it looks like we're gonna get a new runner. Lohman will run at first for McCall. And I'm not making the same mistake twice. I'll try and let you know when they go out defensively what that change is. For now, we'll consider it a courtesy runner. And Pogue will be the hitter, 0 for 2 on the day. And the first pitch is at the knees for a strike. Strike called, throw down to first, not in time. Baker into the line. That one off the fist to second. Going to be a tough play. Throw not in time, and it's offline. Now they're going to have a rundown as Lohman, caught between the bases, is tagged out by Tuivana. And so a little base running blunder ends the inning for Grants Pass. 3-3 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We head to the 7th when we come back.
I've got a good, good feeling. Good, good feeling. Good, good feeling. Good, good feeling. So come on and make my day.
Call Twin Creeks Retirement today for more information.
Come on and make my day.
Welcome back to Grants Pass High School and your Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Today's game is brought to you by the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior youth sporting events, and by Hart Insurance of Medford and Grants Pass, who can help with personal or business policies, an independent agency. First pitch swinging, Edwards with a base hit to left, bobbled by Pogue, but that won't be enough to advance the runner. So a leadoff single for Edwards. Hall coming to the plate.
Now batting, number 18, Sadie Hall.
And Sadie Hall will be the hitter. The Black Tornado catcher 0 for 2 on the day. Drops the bunt, but it's foul.
That ball bounces up to you right there. Second base. Okay, swing that thing down there.
So Edwards down at first with the leadoff single. Hall the hitter. Kuykendall with the wind. Hall another bunt attempt and another strike. Swinging a foul, out of play. Kuykendall with the 0-2. Just off the plate, 1-2. Not a bad pitch. Try and get her to chase on the 0-2. Ground ball into center field. Couple of singles to start the inning for the Black Tornado. They've got runners at first and second with nobody out.
Now batting for North Medford, number 23, Kaylin Russell Tyler.
And Kaylin Russell Tyler. So we're going to get a courtesy runner at first. And I believe that'll be Smalley again, courtesy runner at first. Running for the catcher, Hall. And this will be Kaylin Russell Tyler. 2 on and nobody out. Pair of groundouts for Russell Tyler. Attempts the bunt, and that's strike 1. Popped up, and that'll just get out of play. And the count 0-2. Here's the 0-2 from Kuykendall. Strike 3 called. 1 away here in the 7th. And it'll be J.C. Russell Tyler. 3rd strikeout for Kuykendall. Russell Tyler 0 for 2. Line drive off the glove of Kuykendall. Meekum will make the out at second. As she fell down, just able to get to that. It was off the glove of Kuykendall, so it was either going to be an infield single or a fielder's choice. It's a fielder's choice. There'll be runners at the corners with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 5, Maylee Hamlin.
And Hamlin, the hitter, top of the order. Hamlin 2 for 3 on the day. Runs up and takes a ball, 1-0. Slaps that one toward third and over with it. Mowry makes the play. Side retired. The Black Tornado strand 2 runners. And the Cavers coming to bat, looking to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. We'll step aside, come back with more right after this.
Sports are in trouble, and officials are in extreme demand.
So we're looking for people like you, former athletes,
Parents and community members.
What it takes is attention to detail.
a positive attitude, and respect for the game.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
Because the hard truth is,
no ref, no game. Play ball.
Welcome back to Grants Pass High School and your Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast comes to play. Visit travelmedford.org/sports to learn more about the many tournament venues, outdoor opportunities, and the event calendar to find out what's going on. Three-3 ball game on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Lady Cavers coming to bat. It's going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Sabian Provolt will lead it off. A fly out and a foul out for Provolt. She's 0 for 2. Swings at the first pitch, driven well to center, but under it and making the play is J.C. Russell Tyler, and there's one away. So good contact from Provolt, but Russell Tyler had it played well. And there's one away, and Cadence Morales will be the hitter. Morales 0 for 2 on the day. Takes the pitch low from Malia Baker, and the count 1-0. Off the plate, 2-0. Pitches a strike, 2-1. Breeze starting to pick up once again, now blowing out to straightaway center. That's up high, 3-1. Kuykendall in the on-deck circle for the Lady Cavers. And that's a ball. Down to first, a one-out base runner as Morales heads to first base. 1 on and 1 out, and Kuykendall will be the hitter. Brooklyn Kuykendall, a single, 2 singles, and a walk. She's 2 for 2. Kuykendall and Mowry, the big bats so far, but they're going to ask Kuykendall to bunt there. She pulls back and takes a strike. She immediately looked over to the coach, said there was no way I was putting a bat on that. It was too high in the zone. Squares late, takes a ball, 1-1. Kuykendall squares early this time, pulls it back, and it's outside, 2-1. Cavers just want to get that base runner into scoring position. Kuykendall offers it that for strike 2, 2-2. See if they'll ask her to bunt again here. I don't think they will. I think she'll swing away here. And she takes ball 3, full count. Big gap in right center for Kuykendall. And that misses for ball 4. Runners at first and second with 1 out. And Meekum coming to the plate.
Now batting for the Cavers, number 1, McKinley Meekum.
Meekum is pair of sacrifices reached on an error in her last at bat. And she takes a ball 1-0. Montejano in the on-deck circle for the Cavers. Meekum off the fist, just foul down the third baseline. And the count 1-1. Low for a ball, 2-1. Morales the runner at second. Kuykendall the runner at first. Meekum, the hitter, facing Malia Baker. 2-1 count with 1 out. And that misses for ball 3. 3-1. And if I'm the coach, I've got Meekum taking all the way here. 3-1 usually a hitter's count, but in this situation, if you can get the walk and load the bases with just 1 out, with Montejano coming up, I like my chances. You got Montejano and Mowry, the next 2 hitters scheduled to hit.
Now batting for the Cavers, number 14.
And we're going to get a trip to the mound. So this is all about defense, what to do based on where the ball goes. Morales with good speed at third. Cavers put the ball in play. Anything up the middle, barring a double play, should get the run home, and that's a strike called to Montejano. It's 0-1. That one lifted into right, and that may do it. Taylor catches, and no tag at third. 2 away. The bases remain loaded.
Now batting number 5.
And Mowry, who's having a great day, coming to the plate. And that's ball 1. So bases loaded now, 2 away. A 1-0 count to Taryn Mowry. 2 for 3 on the day is Mowry. And she'll take a strike. Foul back, and the count 1-2. Baker back to the rubber. Mowry, the grounder, foul past the bag at third. She had squared to bunt, pulled it back late. I don't know. I think I want her just being ready to swing the bat. She's going to do it again here. Going to square around, try and rattle Baker a little bit. Now pulls it back. And it's a grounder up the hole. Center field base hit. And Taryn Mowry walks it off for the Cavers. The run comes home to score, and the game ends. An RBI single to center for Taryn Mowry, and Grants Pass, the number 22 team, knocks off number 4 here at Grants Pass High School. Final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, Grants Pass 4 and North Medford 3. Stay tuned. Coming up next, the Know Your Role postgame show. Visit travelmedford.org/knowyourrole to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. Learn about our current No Ref, No Game promotion to help get more officials in the game. We'll step aside, come back with the post-game show right after this.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes,
Parents,
community members.
anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes in stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning.
Welcome to the Know Your Role postgame show presented by the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. And it's a walk-off single from Taryn Mowry that puts this one in the win column for the Grants Pass Lady Cavers. 4 runs on 7 hits and no errors for the Cavers. These are unofficial, of course. And 3 runs, 9 hits, and an error for the Black Tornado. And so the Cavers get it done. Number 22, Grants Pass takes down number 4, North Medford at home. And that's the kind of momentum the Cavers are looking for as this concludes their home season. Next up for Grants Pass, they will finish the season on the road. A pair of games at Roseburg coming up on Saturday. And for North Medford, they will also finish the season on the road. They will take on Willamette on Friday, a doubleheader at Willamette. And then they'll finish the season on Tuesday, the regular season on Tuesday, a non-league game at Sherwood. And so Grants Pass improves to 9-7 in the conference, puts them a half game behind South Medford. North Medford drops to 13-3. But they are still a full game ahead of Roseburg in the standings in the Southwest Conference. All of these teams appear to be headed for the playoffs. Grants Pass will probably improve on that number 22 ranking, and North Medford may slip a spot or two, but it's not going to be a big change for either one of these teams. And so a great game. Let's look at some of the stats for Grants Pass. Kuykendall was 2 for 2. She scored a run. Mowry, 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. And Montejano, 1 for 4, but she scored 2 runs, had 1 RBI. And for North Medford, it was a 2 for 4 day for Hamlin. She scored a couple of runs. Single RBIs for Taylor, who had 2 hits. Tiscala had 2 hits and an RBI. And Raines had a hit and an RBI. Baker finished the game with 1 strikeout. She walked 5 and gave up 4 earned runs. And Kuykendall gets the win. 3 strikeouts, just 1 walk, 3 runs on 9 hits. Those were all earned. And so that's going to do it for us here from Grants Pass High School. We thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank the Grants Pass High School Athletic Director, Clay Ronceville, for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Go to TableRockSports.net to check the upcoming schedule of games. We won't have Grants Pass on the schedule again until the playoffs start, but lots of other action still coming up. So TableRockSports.net is the place for our game center with all of our upcoming games. Once again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: Grants Pass 4, North Medford 3. This has been a presentation of TableRockSports.net. Our executive producer is Joe Brett, with Mikhail Weish behind the lens. I'm Jeff Smith saying have a great night from Grants Pass High School here in Grants Pass, Oregon.